three, need to be battle oriented. The truth about it is your husband is fighting his own foundational battles. He will assist you as his wife in fighting your own foundational battles. Now, every member individually have their own foundational battles that they are carrying in the church. Now, imagine him as the father over the whole church and is leading this whole flocks and is helping them settle their foundational issues, especially in a deliverance ministry. And even when it is not a deliverance ministry, imagine people that their foundations have placed them under a siege, under a bondage, that they should not travel out, they should not succeed, they should not prosper, they should not be able to do certain things or break certain limits. And then your husband, as the pastor, is doing the work, the prayer work, in order to be able to ensure that they succeed. What will happen? These forces of darkness will come at him with full force. Now imagine each demon from each foundation of thousands of members coming at a man of God. And then that is the reason why sometimes you see men of God, it's like they're misbehaving, it's like their marriages are not prospering, it's like they're not even treating their wife well. It is not like that. They need so many intercession to be able to ward off whatever the enemy is releasing against them. Because what these men of God are doing is they are breaking legal grounds that have been set even before they were born, and they are breaking it over the life of their members to ensure that their members live the best lives. So many a times the devil come at them heavily. And so, in such scenario, when you see your husband, such a thing happens, what you should do is exercise patience, try to calm him down, relieve him of the pressures that he received while coming from the church office, while coming from the church or the mission work he did. That is not the time to say he's very annoying. You're a narcissistic husband. These are the traits, and these are the things that I read online. You have to even select things you read online, because it is online does not mean it is meant for you. Kingdom marriage and even the normal marriage is not the same thing. When you're doing kingdom marriage, there's so many things you will forgo, overlook, so many things you will follow the leading of the Spirit for, so that you don't mess things up. Because you are wrestling against principalities and powers, you have to be very, very careful. You have to be very, very watchful and, sensitive. There was a time I was in the revelation and I saw my husband, especially those initial time we just started the church, and I saw that where there were a lot of members, we're all on a single file. He was at the front, I was behind him, the other pastors behind me, and that was how the line kept going with members. Now he was at the forefront and different knives were being stabbed at him. What are those? Contentions from the families, contention from the foundation, contentions from maybe environmental forces of those he's leading. So everything that should be getting to them, everything is on him. So even me behind him, I was helping him, guarding him, carrying the weight, but notwithstanding, I was not the one poked with the knives. There's so many pains all over him. So sometimes, how do you expect such a man to be in his perfect state 100%? You may not really you may not really get that lover boy kind of vibe all the time. So what you need to do is be battle oriented, be a soldier, be a power woman, that when you mount your guard like this, the devil knows that he is not coming to trespass your territory and to